We did. What's it called? What the only time we took a break from playing Overwatch today was we watched a little bit of Overwatch League, and it was an interesting experience having watched like a lot of fighting game broadcasts. I think that the Overwatch stuff is definitely more in the traditional esports category, and some of the stuff I really dislike about esports broadcasts. I find them to be really slow. There is so much talking and interview segments and lots of they try to make it like so much like legit sports, and they add in like commercial breaks and stuff, and it's just not fun to watch. I am at least from a presentation standpoint, I am much more into the fighting game of like, hey, we're gonna talk for a bit, match.
Yeah.
But the big thing with Overwatch, and I mean this is gonna be a common problem for many esports games, is that it's really hard to follow. Just by virtue of this being a first-person shooter, you're gonna have 10 different camera, or I think with Overwatch it's 6-on-6, so 12 different camera angles from first-person perspective, plus the spectator mode, and like trying to find the right camera for the audience to focus on at any given time is really hard. And on top of that, everything in the game goes super fast, and the way they broadcast it, unless you know what's happening. Like, even as someone, like, I would say I'm a casual Overwatch player at best, I still had a hard time trying to follow what was going on, what view I'm watching, why people are doing the things they are. I can appreciate, like, people making sick sniper shots, but beyond that, like, it's really hard to understand, like, why are you guys hiding in this formation, or what adjustments did you make to your strategy in order for you to have won this particular round?
Yeah, no, I felt the same way watching like the Splatoon tournament at E3.
Okay.
Is that I understand how the game works, but I'm having real trouble following like just how anything is happening. Like what, like I can see the objective moving, but like I don't know what anyone in particular is doing. So it's just hard for me to follow.
And so
go ahead.
Jenna says, oh yeah, it's like All-Star Weekend or something. Oh, you need to know the game and the maps and the objectives. And I think for esports to grow, that's a big problem.
Yeah.
You have to be able to put this on. Ultimately, I think if the end goal is to get this closer to a space where people respect it and appreciate it and enjoy it like they do regular sports, it needs to be clear what's happening on the screen without me having to do an ultra explanation of rules every single time. I think people, even if you don't watch or don't know the rules of golf, you can appreciate when someone gets a hole-in-one or even just hits a putt from long range. But if someone like jumps off a ledge and hits a sniper shot on someone that you don't even see on camera because the hole is like super minuscule, like that doesn't translate well to TV or a larger mainstream audience. And like having to explain that, oh, okay, we're doing, because Overwatch does, at least their format is they have like 4 rounds, and each round is a different map with a different like mode. And like they don't take any time in their broadcast to explain like this is the mode, this is how it works.
Yeah.
So if you don't know the game, like this doesn't mean anything to you. It is just guys running around shooting each other, and I don't understand. I see they're trying to do something, but I have no idea what that is. And that's
yeah,
sorry. No, you.
I was just gonna say I haven't really tried watching any esports beyond the fighting game stuff.
I've watched
fighting game stuff. I feel like is accessible. Just you know what's happening. Like you might not know what everyone is doing, but like you understand like dude beating up on other dude.
Yeah. Oh, our push failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think of the current batch of esports games that fighting games probably have the best chance of crossing over by virtue of it being a really easy format to watch. Everything is happening on one screen. It's 2 people, and people are fighting. doesn't matter what your background is in video games, you can immediately understand these two people are beating each other up. And you can tell right away without looking at life bars or anything, oh, this one guy is getting beat up really bad, or this is a really close fight.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3.
Jenna says, in the finals, they explained, but yeah, you need to know the difference between capture point and payload and hybrid. I didn't even know there was a hybrid. I thought it was only capture point and payload the whole time I've been playing this game.